At no college does the student pay all of the cost of his education. In the state colleges, of course, the difference between what it costs to educate him and what the student pays is made up by legislative appropriations. In our colleges, the difference has to come from contributions from alumni, friends of the college, individuals, and from new sources.
What alternative do you have as an independent college foundation for getting more money for these independent colleges?
The two sources that apparently were open to us were to go to the federal government for subsidies or to go to corporate business. Corporate business seemed to favor our coming to them.
Why would you favor corporate business rather than federal aid, sir?
Well, America has developed, and our economic system has developed pretty largely on a basis of a dual system of education. We feel that for us to accept federal funds would be to impair our independence. American business seems to be very much concerned over our maintaining our independence, I think because of their interest in the free enterprise system. They feel that as long as we stay strong, all education will have a high degree of independence in the country.
How many tickets do you give on a day, on a daily basis down there?
Well, the tickets issued by the department in Lake Charles probably average about 7 a day.
7 tickets?
7 tickets a day in a city of 75,000.
Does this lack of enforcement have any particular effect upon the course that you must follow in court?
Yes, it has a very definite bearing. In our court, of course, our penalties are quite a bit higher than in the Oklahoma City court. Of course, that's for 2 reasons. One, of course, we have the authority to give pretty heavy penalties, and we must give heavier penalties than is given here because of the fact that we have so little enforcement. Otherwise, it would be impossible for us to keep our traffic situation anywhere near under control.
Well, now here, a person could be fined $20 or $40 on certain offenses, depending upon seriousness. What kind of penalties do they receive in your court?
In the city court in Lake Charles, for failure to yield right-of-way, if an accident is involved, the penalty ordinarily is about $50 in cost, to cost of $2.50. Now, our heaviest penalty, which we ever impose, is for driving under the influence.
How much is that?
Driving under the influence is $200 in cost, and also 5 days in jail.
Do you believe that jail sentences tend to cut down on this sort of driving practice more so than just a monetary fine?
Well, there are lots of people who are able to pay the fine who don't like to go to jail.
Doctor, what are some of the psychological or emotional causes of accidents?
There's no one particular psychological cause that we can pin accidents on. However, there are many things in the emotional and psychological makeup of people that have to do with highway accidents. The individual certainly who is an aggressive person, the individual who has difficulty in getting along with authority and with parental figures, the individual who has difficulty in getting along with our social structure. These people are predominantly accident prone.
Do you feel that a person drives the way he lives?
A person definitely drives the way he lives. This is one of the things that makes it extremely difficult to develop a test that would eliminate all these people.
Doctor, is there any way to predict just what drivers will have accidents?
A great deal has been done in the study of so-called accident-prone people, and by certain testing we can predict in accident-prone people as high as 85% of effectiveness in predicting that these would be. However, I think here in Oklahoma that certainly this would be one thing we should be getting underway with, trying to develop a test that would at least predict the serious potential accident repeater, the so-called accident-prone person.
Do you favor a psychological testing unit for as a part of our state examining service for licenses?
I think we will someday come to this. How soon, I don't know. I think we certainly should begin studying not only our own by setting up some and developing some tests here and trying them out on an experimental basis, but studying what some of the other states are doing. Because most accidents, although three things are the big thing in accidents, the car or the motor vehicle, the road, and the human. Of these, the human is the big.